Now, I'll start by saying that rich is a very subjective term. Your version of rich may be vastly different to my version of rich. My version of rich, for example, is at least earning 100k after tax every single year and having like such a comfortable living. You may see rich as not having a monetary value, but having your family and your friends around you, which is absolutely fine. Like I said, rich is completely subjective. However, for the purpose of this video, we will speak on a monetary value. Now, this is quite a serious topic, so I'm going to speak to you as me, Chris, not the what's popping guys, you know, YouTuber personality type thing. I'm speaking as myself. At the moment, there is a serious epidemic of tattoo artists getting a bunch of followers on Instagram and TikTok and selling tattoo courses. Now, I don't have a problem with tattoo courses. Let me just first state that right there. I do not have a problem with tattoo courses at all. But I do have a serious problem with artists that are selling you these courses, and one of their selling tactics is to say that you will earn 6 or 7 figures as a tattoo artist. And this is a pretty shitty sales tactic to get you to part with 1,500 or even 3,000 pounds or dollars, because spending 3,000 to earn a fucking million is a no-brainer, right? And they say you can do it in 2 weeks. One of the courses, as an incentive to buy that course, they are even saying that you may get a job in one of their studios. This is absolutely bullshit. You will not get a job in one of their studios after doing that course, unless you are a complete dynamo at tattooing and take to it like a duck to water and are suddenly, you know, smashing out black and grey pieces like fucking David Vega at the end of a week. Not gonna happen. And if they do put you in a studio, it's not going to be one of their studios. It's going to be a friend's studio who doesn't care about the standard of work that is coming out of it. Now let's talk facts for a second. Can you learn how to tattoo in 2 weeks? Yeah, you can. I can learn somebody to line, shade, pack colour in 2 weeks. 3 fundamentals, 3 essentials to get you started. But that is 3 things out of 1,000 things to cram into a 2-week or a 10-day course. The majority that if you took these courses, you will forget the information because you are not doing it long enough. And when in these courses, do you actually tattoo real skin? All I ever see is them tattooing fake skin. Now, you should be starting on fake skin, do not get me wrong, right? But you cannot go from tattooing fake skin on somebody's tattoo course straight into a tattoo studio or your home and start tattooing skin and expect the same results. It doesn't happen like that. Fake skin is completely different to real skin. So is that learning to tattoo? Absolutely not. How can you say that that's learning to tattoo? I am over a decade in. I'm going on 15 years in this industry and I am still learning how to tattoo. 15 years. But how do you expect it in 10 days? Especially because these courses, anybody can apply. To be a tattoo artist, you need to have some artistic ability behind you before you even think about being a tattoo artist. I could put my mum on a tattoo course that has absolutely zero artistic ability, right? Yeah, she will learn those basic 3 things, but she ain't gonna be a good tattooist if she can't fucking draw in the first place. There is no standard for these courses that you need to be at artistically. Now let's go back to this rich course, and again, tattoo artists selling you a course, telling you or bragging that they earn 6 or 7 figures. Fucking hell, man. The only reason they are earning so much money is because they have created the course and you fools have bought it. They have never in their life earned anything above 5 figures tattooing. Never. They did not get rich from doing regular tattoos in a regular shop, which the majority of you would be doing. And they certainly didn't get rich from working in cities like Manchester, Sheffield, stuff like that in the UK. These are middle class cities. People do not have money there to give to the tattoo artist, right, to earn the amount that they are saying. They earn their money through selling the course, not through tattooing. But I get it, you'll see them standing in front of their Porsche, promoting the shit out of their course, selling you a life that you want. Stop falling for it. They built a course because it is easier to sell wealth online than it is to get actual physical clients through the door to tattoo. It's as simple as that. Why do you think they are able to build these courses? Because they have so much time on their hands. And they're not just building the course, they're also promoting the course, constantly pushing the course online. Do you know how much effort and how much of a full-time job it is to be on social media as much as what they are to promote a course? If they have clients coming through the door, you do not have time. Trust me, these artists are influencers that are selling their skill. That is it. Oh, it pisses me off, man, seeing people chuck money down the drain. It really does. And what makes it even worse is they sell the reviews that people are giving. People that have bought these courses that know no different. They think these courses, because they have learned how to line, shade, and pack, are the best things since sliced bread. They don't know any different. And some reviews are so negative towards the tattoo industry. It's like that when they've been on this course to sell the course and just to really push the course home, the tattooists that are running these, I call them tattooists, right, that are running these courses, it's like they are using the negative side of the industry just to promote their course, saying stuff like that the tattoo industry is toxic and you know, don't get a toxic apprenticeship, buy this course, got a full-time job, buy this course, learning your own time, stuff like that. Okay, they are showing you a life that you want, okay, by using negativity to drive sales, because negativity brings in 5 times more traction, and they spin it in a way that gives you the incentive to buy. I know someone, one of my subscribers, super nice guy, one of the nicest guys you could ever meet. All he wants to do is learn how to tattoo. He bought a course and got completely ripped off. He self-admittedly that he has learned more from my YouTube videos that are free, yes, free, than he did paying for this over £1,000 course. And do you know what? When he needed guidance from the online course, from that specific teacher, where was that teacher? Nowhere. Who did he come to? Me. Asking me for guidance, asking me for help. And because I'm a nice dude and he's a sound guy, I helped him. But I didn't have to do that. But why are you paying thousands of pounds for these courses when quite clearly that's the shit that's happening? And that's just one example, all right? I've had multiple people message me telling me that they have done a course and that they have learned more from me than they have any course that they have done, and that they need help from me. How is that a course? How are you learning to tattoo? Now let's also talk about getting into a studio. Say that you have done one of these courses and you think that you are just going to walk into a studio with your little certificate saying, "Hi guys, I've passed a tattoo course, I am eligible to tattoo, please take me on." If you walk into any single studio worldwide, any reputable studio, you will be laughed out the door if you tell them you have done a tattoo course. You would have a better chance saving your money, tattooing from home, doing all your mistakes, getting good, and then walking into a studio than you would have if you walked into a studio with a fucking certificate. And that's because the work talks, your attitude towards the industry talks. Certificates don't talk, courses don't talk in this industry. Now, could you set up your own studio off the back of the course that you've done? Yeah, absolutely you could, but you won't be putting out good work and you'll just be the laugh of the town, and trust me, you don't want that. You are being sold courses or classroom courses, and in these courses you are given information that you can obtain for free. Just let that sink in. You are paying £3,000 for information that you can get for free. You would be better off buying online seminars, because at least then you are learning how that specific artist works, the tricks and tips that they do to get through their tattoos. You aren't paying £3,000 for generic information. And you know, you might think, well, the £3,000 worth it because they're there helping you. Well, an online course, they aren't there helping you. And quite clearly, I've just proven by multiple people coming to me that they aren't there for assistance once you bought the course. And if you're in a classroom, all right, there's 10, 15 students or whatever, you think you're going to get the full attention that you require? Absolutely not. Do the work, all right, and then send your work to a multitude of artists and just ask for a critique, man. The majority of the industry would give it you. I'm serious, they would give it you, right? Because we're not assholes. We will help. If we see where we can help, we'll help. How we put it across, if we're harsh or whatever, then it's only for your own good. Honestly, you will get more from that than you would from any online course or classroom course. Now, I have been given access to these courses by my subscribers who have foolishly bought these courses. And trust me when I say they all come from a place of those who can't teach. They are terrible. The structure of the courses are terrible. And when you actually realize that, it's too late, your money's already gone. They're good, man. They're just really good fucking salesmen. Even me, I'm like 15 years, going on 15 years in, guys, and even I saw what they were doing and thought, fucking hell, dude, I need to put out a course. and if I could see that wealth that they were projecting, all right, even though I knew that it wasn't, it was all smoke and mirrors, what is that gonna do to the average Joe? Imagine, right? You are being sold this course that is promising you so much, right? And you scrimp and scrape. It's your final, like, hoorah. Baby, please, let me do this course. I promise you. I'll wipe his debts clean. I'll do everything. This guy's promised me this. Let me just pay this money and we will have a better life. Blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Then they go, pay that money, realize it's not what they think it was. So is there any way to be rich as a tattoo artist? Yeah. Grow your socials, okay? Get busy as fuck and charge 5 to 10 grand per tattoo. And then maybe you'll be somewhat on the way to earning what these guys claim. But as an average Joe tattoo artist, you will be nowhere near close to rich. You may believe that I'm just another tattoo artist that is trying to gatekeep the industry, and is the very reason that you haven't gone into a traditional apprenticeship. But remember, I have been sharing my knowledge on YouTube for years for free. The only information that I've gatekept is my knowledge on the way that I do things, because that's for people that take my seminars. It wouldn't be fair to give that information out, but I have shared knowledge for years to help you get better. This isn't about gatekeeping information or anything like that. All this is about is the way that the courses are structured and the sales tactics that you are falling for. In fact, I do believe there needs to be more ways that the average Joe, the average artist can step into the industry, can open doors other than just an apprenticeship. I do not have a problem with courses. I do not have a problem with people learning, but these courses need to be 6 to 12 months minimum. You cannot learn to tattoo in 10 days, 2 weeks, a month, whatever. You know what? I'll do it. I'll run a 12 months course and I'll charge everyone $500 for the year. Yeah? I'll put all these fucking 10-day courses out of business, and you'd be learning from someone that would tattoo all these other guys under the fucking table. The only artists that these guys are con artists. They don't want to help you, they just want your money by promising you a life that you will never have. And in return for that, they will give you the bare minimum. Even that, I'm seeing on these courses that they're not even practicing like proper hygiene. So even that, they're not even given the bare minimum. This craft can provide you with a comfortable living. It can provide you with a hard as hell living where you really need to grind for every single client. But it will not make you rich, and you will not learn to tattoo properly from these courses. But guys, that's the little rant over. If you've got this far, thank you for watching. Consider subscribing to the channel, hit the like button. If you're an artist, share this out, man. Like, share this out. The more people that realize that they are being ripped off, the better. But guys, I will see you all in the next one. Peace out. Much as love.